and I believe we are live.
Hi everybody, I'm Dave Schade, Director of the Alaska Division of Agriculture. And man, what a fun day I am having today. We have given a tour to the ambassador to the Netherlands. And man, I tell you what, talk about good interchange of ideas and exchange. So Andre Haspels is the ambassador to the United States, which is really, we are honored to have you here. It has been really fun. So if you could introduce yourself and the delegation and maybe tell us a little bit about what brought you to Alaska.
Yeah, very good. But before I introduce myself and the delegation, I would also like to introduce Dave, because he's not Dave Schade in Dutch, but he's Dave Schade in Dutch, which is pronounced differently. But seriously, I'm here, I'm the Dutch ambassador, living and working from DC. I'm here together with the Consul General in San Francisco, who is responsible for 13 states in the western part of the United States, including Alaska. I'm accompanied by my wife and by the economic assistant of the Consul General, and of course by our honorary consul here, Irene Greenpost. I'm very happy to be here. This is the end of our working visit for 3 days, and it's focused on agriculture.
Great. Great. So, what did you hope to learn about agriculture in Alaska, and maybe how does it relate to your agriculture? Because I don't know if people know it, but your country is only second to the United States in agricultural exports, which is just amazing how effective and efficient your agriculture is.
Yeah, true. Well, we are looking for cooperation possibilities with countries in many areas, not only in agriculture, but also on life science and health, on water, on energy. So it's very broad. And agriculture, as you said, Dave, we are the second biggest exporter of agricultural products after the United States. But we're a relatively small country, so we don't have as much space as the United States or Alaska. So we have to be very knowledge intensive. On a small area, we have to produce a lot in a smart and innovative way. We've made great steps in that respect, also helped by our famous Wageningen University, our agricultural university. So actually it's the combination of the private companies, the private sector, the public sector and government, and the knowledge institutes and universities. That is the golden combination to innovate in your agriculture. And for Alaska specifically, I think what we have learned is that food security is very important, especially in times of the pandemic. We learned how vulnerable the supply chains are for medicines, for computers, for rare earth materials, but also for food. So I think we have to not only invest in our agriculture, but also in ensuring our supply chain. So partly, I think we should bring our agriculture closer to the market. And here in Alaska, there are many opportunities. But also we should invest in making our supply chains more resilient. You have, of course, in Anchorage, a great airport, a very important cargo hub. So I think combining those two would be a very important aspect for Alaska, and where we can help as the Netherlands in cooperating in those areas, we would be very grateful, and we're looking forward to that.
Excellent. So, what is something that maybe surprised you since this is your first trip here?
First of all, the size of Alaska, of course. I read about it and I saw it on the map, but still, if you're here, it is incredible. And also the fact that you have to travel if you want to go somewhere, often by plane. So that's something that's very impressive for us. In the Netherlands, you drive in 2.5 hours from the northern border to the southern border, and then you're in Belgium, or if you go the other way from west to east in Germany. But here it's very much different. I'm also not surprised, but I'm very pleasantly surprised by the click, I would say, that we have with the Alaskans. You're very much outward orientated, you're good sportsmen, and you're very pragmatic as well. So working hard, looking for results, and I think that's what we have in common. So we had 3 great days here, and it certainly won't be my last visit to Alaska.
Oh, great. So today here we're out at the university's research farm, and at Fish and Game. And so right here, I don't know if you can pan over, but we've just been able to show you some of the moose and the caribou and some of the research they're doing. So I know your wife wanted to see moose, and so we got her up real close and personal. And so that was really good, So we really look forward to the rest of the tour today, and really would love to see you come back. You're welcome anytime.
Right, thank you, Dave, and let me thank you and your colleagues for welcoming us, for giving us a great briefing, and also here at the center. I would like to thank the staff for everything that we've learned today, and again, I'm looking forward to continue our cooperation.
Super. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks all. We'll see you next week.